So are you tired of working with long Excel formulae? I'm talking about formulae like this that take up 2 lines in the formula editing bar. I'm talking about formulae like this. What if I told you it doesn't need to be this way? Yes, this formula here is doing exactly the same thing. Easy, clear, decluttered. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to tell you about the next level Excel formula that allows you to do this in Excel. Not only that, I'm going to give you my consultant tips and tricks for putting it together quickly without stress. And I'm going to share when you should and shouldn't use this formula in my opinion. If we're meeting for the first time, I'm Chris Mortimer. This is the year of your Excel success. More about that later. So let's get into the Excel file. This is the formula that we're going to rebuild using Excel's Lambda formula. Yes, have you tried using Lambda? I've tried, I've failed many times, but recently I've developed a way to put it together. So let me show you how I was doing it. In my opinion, this is the wrong way to do it. We're going to go ahead, copy the formula. Now, Lambda works via a defined name. So we're going to go into the name manager, Alt-MN, on the Windows PC. And what I was doing, I was creating a new name and then simply copying the formula in here and then getting into a massive mess, as you often can in the name manager. Don't do it this way. Don't try to do it directly in the name manager. Try doing it this way. So instead of using the name manager, we're going to go ahead, copy the formula into a cell in the spreadsheet, and then hit the inverted comma key. And suddenly we can see the formula as text. Yes, everything might begin to make sense. It did make sense for me when I started to do it this way. So what do we need to do with Lambda? So the cell references, they're going to become parameters, which are very much like variables in Excel VBA. So let's go ahead, replace our cell references here. So column N is games played. So games is an informative name for that parameter. Column P here, so that's draws. So I'm going to say draws here. Column O is wins. So type in wins here. Then we need column N again, which is games. So we've taken our formula, it's in text form, and we've replaced those references with informative names. Yes, feels a bit weird doing this in the spreadsheet. It's very much like a custom function in old school Excel VBA video below if you want to know about how to do that. So we've ended up with something like this. What do we need to do next? Well, we need to put Lambda in here, still working just with text in a cell, of course. So I've inserted Lambda, and I'm going to put the brackets in to begin with to make sure I don't forget to do that later. What's the first thing we need to do with Lambda? Well, those parameters, those variables we've just created, we need to list them before we list the calculation. The calculation, of course, is already there in the cell. So what are our parameters? We've got games, we've got wins, separated by a comma, of course, and we've got draws. So we've got 3 parameters there. I'm sure you can type it better than I can. Then we can hit comma again. We've already put our bracket in at the end, so this probably isn't too far away. So now and only now, I think you're ready to get into the name manager. We can copy this text, Control C, back into the name manager, Alt-MN on the Windows PC. You can call this formula what you want to call it. I'm going to call it performance because it's to do with finding a performance rating. We can go ahead, copy that formula in. Now, what I recommend you do at this point is hit the F2 key in the bottom left corner of Excel. It's just outside your screenshot. It now says edit in the bottom left corner of Excel. I did that by hitting the F2 key. And just go ahead, remove the inverted comma at the beginning of the formula. Let's see what happens when we hit OK. Well, no errors. So Excel seems reasonably happy with it. And I can see it here in the name manager. So we can go ahead, close the name manager now. And we can overtype the long formula we're trying to get rid of and type in the name of effectively the custom function, the Lambda that we've created. I love how you see it alongside the other Excel formula there. So I'm going to hit the tab key to populate this. And I love this point too. So those parameters we've created, they are listed just like parameters are in normal Excel formulae. But Excel is saying, where are the games? Where's the cell that contains the games the number of games? Where's the cell that contains the number of wins? And where's the cell that contains the number of draws? So it's so easy for me once I set up the formula this way, so I can just hit enter. Then Control D on the Windows PC is going to autofill that formula down. So what do you think about the Lambda formula? That's how easy it is, but we haven't tested it yet. So on our World Cup dashboard, you can download this, of course. I can go ahead, excuse me, I can go ahead, select the same team twice. Now, this helps us test things because we should see the same analysis repeated here. And I'm happy with this because I'm getting the same results two different ways. That's a great way to test something in Excel. And this, for me, is the quick and easy way to build the Lambda formula. This video is from Data Analysis Season on the Year of Your Excel Success, a year-long structured training program right here on YouTube to move your career forward with better Excel skills. All of the content from the Year of Your Excel Success is summarized in a one-page PDF. It's your Excel cheat sheet. It's available for download for free. The link is below. So this is the magic of the Lambda formula. And don't get me wrong, I love this kind of powerful example, but should you be using it all the time? Well, I'm not sure. This kind of example, the World Cup dashboard I've built for myself, I think it's a great chance to use Lambda to express this kind of complex logic. But if you're working collaboratively with other people, I'm not so sure. You see, the problem is with Lambda, we're locking or hiding the logic away behind these different layers. You have to go into a name manager and into a formula. It's really difficult to decipher what's going on. So yes, for things you're using on your own, but other people might get frustrated with you if you're using a lot of lambdas in spreadsheets that are used collaboratively. So go ahead and subscribe if you want more from the Year of Your Excel Success. Today we've been working with the engine sheet, and if you want to know why I build all my Excel files with an engine sheet, that video is right here.